Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. This is day 2046. 2046. Welcome to all of us who are joining us from near and far. Welcome to the people joining us from live stream on YouTube, on Facebook, and welcome to people who are regulars, and welcome to anybody who might be new to this space. Today, joining us from Maryland, we have the wonderful Audrey Engdahl. She is going to sing two songs for us today. And she is a singer-songwriter. She's been on the Daily Antidote of Song once before with her husband, I believe. Excuse me if I'm wrong. Yes. And today she is going to sing for us by herself. We're going to be wooed by her guitar and her beautiful voice. She's also part of the Sense of Wonder music. I'm sure we'll hear a little bit more about that. But Audrey, do you want to dive straight in and take us away with the first song? You're muted, Audrey, so if you could just unmute yourself. Thank you.
This is a song written by my dad in 1968 when he was stationed in Vietnam. Do you ever feel neither here nor there, kind of in between, sort of up in the air, like you don't know where you come from, you don't know where to go? Well, brother, if you feel that way, you ain't alone. Do you ever feel people don't understand, kinda like you're lost in a foreign land where no one knows your language and no one cares to know? Brother, if you feel that way, you ain't alone. I've been gone a long time, so far away from home, and I hear it calling me back from my aimless roam. But I know I can't go back, there's nothing there to find, and I know the past is only in the mind. Do you ever feel kinda cold inside, 'cause the joy of life has finally died, and you can't love anybody 'cause there's no blood in a stone? Brother, if you feel that way, you ain't alone. Brother, if you feel that way, you ain't alone. Brother, if you feel that way, you ain't alone.
Wow. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you for singing this song full of power, and I'm sure so filled with emotion on so many different levels for you as you share it with us in this space today. Today is, I believe, Veterans Day in the US. It's Remembrance Day in the UK. So there's a lot of kind of, I guess, talk and feeling around memory and loss and peace and war and what all those things mean for us and bring for us. So maybe you'd like to speak through a little bit more about this song that obviously, must bring so much, and you carry so much with it as you sing it to us in this room. Maybe you could just share with us a little bit more.
Sure. So when my father was in Vietnam, in addition to his regular duties, he was asked by his commanding officer if he would write songs for the platoon, and he did, and there were many songs, and the answer was, "That's a great song. It's a little too complicated for the people to sing. So could you write another one that's a little bit easier?" Which it's funny. He had lots of ideas, and he connected very, very deeply with the subjects he was trying to describe. So I wanted to sing this song particularly today because I feel like the experience of leaving and going to war has many, many similarities. I think that the main difference is that the country that veterans come back to now has a whole vocabulary for mental health, and um, there's so much more, like there's so much more willingness to speak about it. There's so much more supports and innovations and therapies, um, and I just really appreciate that. My father wrote his experiences in his songs and in his books. Um, he didn't really talk to us as children about what he had experienced. But I think the act of writing really helped him to process. And so um, I just wanted to mention really briefly, I'm presenting two songs today as bookends, as a question and an answer. And so the question, um, I feel alone, what do I do? And his whole song, he is saying, you're not alone. There's so many of us who have the same experiences, is an important answer. I think also being aware of all of the possibilities for processing experiences, processing trauma. There's so much more available to us now. And I read a book called The Body Keeps Score, which is by a psychiatrist who worked with veterans on PTSD. And he mentions music as being such a great healer and processor, and also writing and theater, and also dance. And I'm almost ready to introduce the second song, but I wanted to mention that I was at a dance, uh, a teachers gathering where dancers were together, and I met someone who frequently comes to Antidote a song. And she has an organization, and I asked if we could list her organization in the chat, because this organization brings dance to veterans, and they find so many positive changes in the people who attend the dances. And so, just as a shout out to Deborah and her organization for dancing with veterans, dancing with soldiers, they are looking to expand their program. They want to be able to teach more people how to do this so they can reach more people who need help. So I just thought that it would be a great time to mention that organization again. That's what Veterans Day brings up to me, like all the ways that we as a larger community can be together and supporting each other.
Thank you so much. And I think, when you talk about how, we're expected to kind of condense uncomfortable experiences into kind of, palatable, palatable sentences that can be
Mm-hmm.
consumed by the outside world, and anything that's uncomfortable, which is our lives really, is not really, it's a bit like, oh, let's put that aside. And I
Mm-hmm.
think especially for boys and men, I think having spaces, increasing spaces where they can talk about emotions and well-being, and as you say, mental health, and all these different spaces that are opening up for that, and people coming back, deeply traumatized by experiences or deeply changed by experiences, and having to reinsert themselves back into society, which, you know they is has moved on in some ways as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ever stays static, but they're kind of expected to be the same person
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
come back to the same space, and it
Yes.
doesn't work that way. So it's wonderful to hear about all these spaces that are, as you say, available and opening up, and also the space, like the song powerfully reminds us, like so many different ways of expressing our inner worlds that allow us to be heard and seen by the outside world, which is what we
Mm-hmm.
all need and what we all want, is to be heard and seen. So thank you for
Mm-hmm.
sharing. that with us. I know there were some hands up with The Body Keeps the Score. I think some people in the space have read it, and it's a really powerful book. So I'm glad that you mentioned it. I wonder if you want to talk a little bit about the song, the bookend, the other side
Sure,
of
sure.
what you would like to bring, unless you have any other reflections that you would like to share with us about how you're feeling about the state of the world today, how this song might relate to um, kind of our current global, or if you've said enough, we can move to the next.
I think I'm not a great public speaker. um, I think that it is a good point. We're all living through this experience of our current times, and it's hard. It's hard. Um, but in music and in all of the arts, we can find a lot of support. Um, Lately, we've had in our community in Hyattsville, Maryland, we've had many singers singing the songs of this songwriter who I'm going to share with you. Her name is Carsie Blanton, and she has many protest songs. This is a quieter song, but this is the one I keep returning to all the time because it is a universal message. And it's one that I think that we all learned when we were very young, and it's true through our whole lives. Um, and it's funny, I'm the kind of person that walks down the street and tries to make eye contact with every person, which maybe I got like growing up in a rural area. Um, but I think that's the challenge, trying to keep yourself open even when you're in the midst of frustration and sad times. So this is called Sister Says, and it's by Carsie Blanton. And I would actually like to sing the first verse. There are no choruses. It's just verses. So I'd like to sing the first verse to give you the way of it, and then start again and we can sing it together. And the thing to know about her writing is that every single word is important. So that's when we sing it. It's a steady song where we're singing every word.
Thank you, Audrey, and thank you from the room for the first song, the first very beautiful, very powerful, very moving song. Thank you from all of us at the Daily Antidote, and for what you are bringing about to bring to us now. And thank you for your words and reminding us that these multiple spaces exist, and these multiple ways of expressing ourselves are to hand, and they are available to us in increasing amounts. So thank you for reminding us of that as well. Thank you, Audrey. And we will listen to you sing now the second song. Thank you.
And just to say one more thing, it's easy to find the music that can support you. Just keep listening to the Daily Antidote. So here's our song. Don't be a stranger, try to be a friend. There ain't any danger letting someone in. Sister says to give what you can give. It's in the shelter of each other that we live. Was that enough of an introduction? Alright, so I'm going to start there again so you can all sing along. Don't be a stranger, try to be a friend. Ain't any danger letting someone in. And sister says to give what you can give. It's in the shelter of each other that we live. I ain't an angel, but I can make a start, a little sanctuary to resurrect my heart. Sister says the wonders never cease. It's in the shelter of each other we know peace. And don't be a stranger, there ain't no such thing. We're all brothers and sisters in the love we bring. Sister says to give what you can give. It's in the shelter of each other that we live. And sister says to give what you can give. It's in the shelter of each other that we live.
Thank you so much, Audrey, for bringing that song that kind of just speaks to what this space is, really, that we're all sheltering and holding each other. And it's such a beautiful song to just buoy our hearts and remind us that we can create community, and we can hold each other, and we can look each other in the eye and greet each other fearlessly with open hearts. Audrey, we have a little bit of time before I bid farewell to folks, and I just wondered, I know we're just going to sing the song twice, but I just wondered if you might run through the song one last time for us, because it's very
Sure,
beautiful.
I would
And
love to.
are very powerful, and it's not a long song, and I think many of us would appreciate hearing it one more time.
Wonderful. Don't be a stranger, try to be a friend. There ain't any danger in letting someone in. And sister says to give what you can give. It's in the shelter of each other that we live. I ain't an angel, but I can make a start, a little sanctuary to resurrect my heart. Sister says the wonders never cease. It's in the shelter of each other we know peace. Don't be a stranger, there ain't no such thing. We're all brothers and sisters in the love we bring. Sister says to give what you can give. It's in the shelter of each other that we live. And sister says to give what you can give. It's in the shelter of each other that we live.
What gorgeous magic you bring for us today, Audrey. Thank you so much from myself and from everybody in the Daily Antidote of Song. Really grateful for the two kind of very, not oppositional, I wouldn't say, but different sides of the rainbow, different sides of the spectrum. And thank you for being so thoughtful in what you have offered us today on Remembrance Day, Veterans Day, and bringing to this beautiful space one day, one song, one day, every day for 2046 days. So thank you once again, Audrey, from us all. Before we bid our farewells, I just want to, when Jojo gets the flyer up, there we go, just talk through who is up on the Daily Antidote of Song yesterday. joining us from oh, I didn't write it down, I'm sorry, but anyway, new yesterday was Sam Gleaves. I don't remember where he was joining us from, but apparently it was very beautiful, so please catch it if you can catch up on that one. Today we had the wonderful music of Audrey Engdahl sharing two very beautiful, very powerful, very personable songs. Tomorrow we have hubby joining us from Queens, New York. He has not been on the Daily Antidote of Song for a while, so that is very exciting to have him back. Hubby Jenkins on Thursday, new to the Daily Antidote. Oh no, not new, new as a soloist to the Daily Antidote. We have Claudia Schmidt. I think she's sung once before on the Daily Antidote, but it's her first solo appearance on the Daily, joining us from Minneapolis, Minnesota. On Friday, we have the wonderful Shruti Veena Vishwanath coming in from India. On Saturday, we have Magpie joining us from New York. And on Sunday, we have Andrea and Harold Blackford who are coming in from DC. So please do keep tuning in every day to the Daily Antidote of Song. So, Daily Antidotes, before we bid farewell to the live streamers, please one more round of thanks and love and appreciation to Audrey coming in from Maryland. And we're going to wave now farewell to the people from lots and lots of love coming your way, Audrey. Farewell to the people joining us from on YouTube and Facebook. Farewell to live stream.